imposter syndrome, where I don't feel like I can show up on my social media authentically, where I'm struggling and where I question myself. I doubt myself. I wonder if I have what it takes to do what I need to do, what I want to do. And when I enter into meditation with this belief, I let myself sit with it for a second, and I ask myself, where did this narrative come from? Where did I start telling myself this story? Because remember, a belief is just a repeated thought. That a repeated thought has been repeated so many times that now you've created a pathway in your brain that is easily accessible like this. Okay? So ask yourself, where did this story come from? When did I start believing this about myself? As close as you can, try and identify it. Maybe there was a particular instance. Maybe a parent was, had high expectations of you and expected you to be perfect and have perfect grades and do all the extracurriculars and be that good angel of a daughter. I feel it, okay? These are my perfectionists, my people pleasers, okay? The people who are more worried about filling up other cups than their own, okay? So identify where it came from. And then ask yourself, first off, if it was ever applicable. The answer is no. Okay, you are never not good enough. And if it's still applicable, and if it's not, if there's nothing in your life that you can say, yeah, that's applicable to, release it and let it go and understand that that was somebody else's projection of what they wanted onto you. And that's not your responsibility. It's your responsibility to get rid of that, And if it is true, it's a great, I'm talking about something else besides, I'm not good enough. That's never true, okay? And I'll tell you why in a second. But if it is true, say someone said something hurtful and you go into your meditation and you realize, wow, what they said kind of rings true. It's an opportunity to observe, have an awareness or a realization, and see a shift in your consciousness. And hopefully that shift in awareness will bring some action into your life so that you can start changing that thing that bothered you about that person that told you. So I've literally laid out how I dismantle my limiting beliefs. Okay? And I do want to talk about the limiting belief of I'm not good enough in relation to meditation. When I first started meditation, I was approaching it from like a do type of energy, which is very much the kind of energy that I thrive in. I get shit done. I have a to-do list. I love to mark off that to-do list. It makes me feel accomplished. Do you see where I'm going with this? I got into the habit of approaching meditation like I was just going to cross it off of my list. And that's not what meditation is about. Meditation is actually about just being, just existing. In today's society, we have this tendency to believe that in order to be worthy, we have to have that car, that career, that great relationship. We have to have the next new iPhone. We have to have this. We have to have that. Okay? In order to be worthy. We have to accomplish, be successful. This is where the big struggle is, because we cannot do meditation. We can just be. And that is the only way to really sink into meditation, is to just be, to just practice merely existing. And that's hard in a society where we feel like we always have to be doing in order to be worthy. Meditation shows us that we don't have to do anything. We are already worthy. When we sink in and we feel that feeling of pure joy, pure positive energy, we know within ourselves, we feel it, that we are worthy. We feel our sense of worth. And meditation has taught me that I don't have to do anything to be worthy. I already am. My energy, the energy within me, that is within all of you, that is within every living thing that exists in this universe, is worthy. That in and of itself is a powerful thing. It really, really, really transforms the way that you view yourself and the way that you show up in the world after that. You can start to let go of the opinions of others. You start to care a little less because it doesn't matter, I care about how I am. I don't need your opinion of me to feel better about myself. That's all I have about meditation. If you are thinking about trying it, if you are struggling with depression, with anxiety, if you're going through a breakup or a heartbreak, if you're going through a death or the loss of a loved one, if you're having trouble managing your emotions, if you feel like you don't know yourself, I could go on and on. Essentially, if you are human, I recommend that you take a little time to really invest in a meditation practice. There is no greater investment of your time. And with that in mind, I'm going to show you guys and share with you guys how and what my meditation process looks like. So we are going to be meditating today, okay? So if you're just starting out, when I first started out, I struggled sinking in. And there's a few ways you can do it. You can listen to a dull sound in the background, really hone in on that sound, but not put too much thought into it. We want to avoid anything that brings and stimulates too much thought, because we're trying to slow thought down. So like a metronome or a slow song that has lots of lulls or things like that. You can follow your breath, which is a great way to enter into meditation. You can do a mantra. You can, I like to listen to music, is one of my favorite ways. So I've put on a song that I really enjoy, that's my favorite right now. It's very, very peaceful for meditation. And when I put it on, I want you to get into a comfortable seated state. I want you to relax your body, let your shoulders drop. I want you to relax your tongue in your mouth, relax your jaw. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. And then from there, I want you to focus in on a sound, a dull sound, and not think about it too much. Just kind of relax the mind into it. It kind of feels like right before you go to sleep, when your thoughts kind of slow down and you're kind of entering into that dream-like state, okay? that's how you'll feel. So I'm going to turn on my music